What up, Group? Welcome back to Alliance War Season 19, War 3. We have a jam-packed war for you with 11 fights. And wow, this is probably the best war I've had in the last 4 or 5 seasons. It's an amazing war. But anyways, we're doing Path 9 and Path 7. And then we get a few mini-bosses, a good amount of mini-bosses, and we have the chance to take on the boss. And wow, amazing war. So the globals flow, and I didn't expect anything too difficult. This first fight is Hazard Shift, where basically it switches off between when I hit him, I get incinerated and poisoned, and I swear the best champion to use on Hazard Shift is Ghost. Because when you hit into him and you get incinerate or poison, all you gotta do is back up, turn that incinerate, just like that, into a Fury. And then you do so much more damage. You don't need any synergies for this. You can literally do this with just Ghost and no synergies. Synergies will help you get a special in when you have numerous Furies, which we will see once I get a special 2. This fight's basically over. I'm trying to get a special 2 right there. I couldn't get to it, but it's fine. I'm going to get to a special 2 once I throw it. This fight's over. You'll see. 1 incinerate, 2 incinerates, dead. So I did lose 1%. I believe I may have lost it from an incinerate just holding it. That's okay. On to the next fight, which is Rogue. And she is a flow defender. But what I didn't notice till last season, or last war, maybe even this war, is that if I throw a heavy, Ghost as a flow attacker gets basically a power debuff on the opponent, which makes their power gain 35% less effective per time I do a heavy, and I believe it lasts for a few seconds. So here with Rogue, it's not a hard fight at all. Again, it's still Hazard Shift, so I am going to do massive damage. I was going to bait a special 2 here. I was trying to. I didn't feel like having to bait a special 3 when in my phase, because a special 3 could take away my power, and I'm trying to get to a special 2 and just finish this fight off. Hitting into it, that's fine. And then once I get to a special 2 right here, this fight is over. 3 Furies, 45,000, done. So next fight is against the linked Path 789 Killmonger. Now, if this Killmonger was awakened, I would have never taken him. I might have taken him maybe if he was unlinked, but because he's linked, these links are no issue at all for an unduped Killmonger. Connect Transference, not an issue at all. Return Policy, not an issue at all. Matador, Cold Turkey, not an issue at all using Ghost. So I'm just going to bait out his specials until I get to my special 2, and he's done. I don't need to hold my block, have him hit into me, and get him power. Though if I need to give him some power, I'll hold a block and have him just hit into me with Kinetic Transference. But otherwise, I'll have him hit into my phase, and I'll just bait out specials, get my special 2, and then just finish this fight off, just like that. Now, because of his suicides, he does start with the bar of power, because any debuff on him gives him power. And I do a parry there. Not sure why, but it's okay. I just wanted to... I think I was trying to back up, and I just parried. Just like there, I was trying to back up too. And my phone just parried instead. But that's fine. He has 3 indestructible charges to hit him off him. I have a special 2. I'm just going to throw it in a second. Not sure why I didn't throw it right there. But anyways, special 2. This fight's not over yet. It's almost over. Here's a special 1. I was trying to bait a special 1, but he didn't throw it. That's fine. 1%, he's over. And like I said, those linked nodes aren't a pain at all for Ghost, as long as the champion you're fighting isn't that bad. But anyways, first mini-boss, or we'll call it mini-boss, is against this Doom. Power Snack Doom and Backup Recovery. So basically, every 7 seconds, he gets to get a power gain debuff, or buff, by taking off one of my buffs. And at 50%, he's going to gain about 30% power from Backup Recovery. So I'm going to go in with Ghost, and because this is not stubborn and it's only flow, I can play like normal and just dexterity as much as I want. Just be careful when I dexterity him, that is a buff, and it can turn into a power gain buff from Power Snack, and give him a good amount of power. I believe it's half a bar of power. So yeah, 50% of bar of power. So I'm going to go in, I'm fully healed up with Ghost, although the last few, 3 fights, I didn't lose any health at all with Ghost. So, let's do this. I get parried. I was even thinking, I hope he doesn't parry me, but he did. That was a crap start already. I'm like, dude, come on. I want to solve this fight. I got all the buffs on me right now. I could have thrown a heavy there, but I didn't bother with it. Though, in the future, I might throw heavies as long as he doesn't have his aura up, only because of the fact that a heavy attack can take away some of his power gain that he's going to get from Power Snack, and maybe from Backup Recovery. But, I had a shock on me, but it's fine. I turned it straight into a Fury. Backup Recovery starts. I try and make sure he throws a special, but doesn't get a special 2 on me. I'm only being special 1s right now. And this fight's almost over. He's throwing special ones. Luckily, his aura is still up there. I have a shock on me. I turn into a Fury. Not an issue at all. And I don't see Power Snack being an issue at all in this fight. Because I don't really have any, like, buffs on me besides Dexterity, which is right there. And he tried to smack into me, but I don't have a shock or anything on me that can smack me. And this fight is down. Boom. First mini down. Didn't lose that much health just from that first parry. But now, this fight is a lot of fun. So this is the first of 3 in a row. First of 3 in a row, Iron Man Infinity Wars, I'm going to fight. And let me tell you, I do not like fighting this guy. And also, I should have waited and let someone with Corvus take this fight so they can get their 2 Corvus charges. Maybe even 3 if they can get auto-blocked without dying. But I'm here to prove myself. And I know that with these buffs, the power buff, power back buff, and just any simple buff on me, I can easily get this fight down. And I'm like, advanced power boost, don't need this? Yeah, let's do the advanced power boost. Just to get to a special 2 quicker, finish this fight off. My goal here is just to parry him, re-parry him, just do heavy attacks. That's all I'm going to do. Get all my Furies up as much as I can. Throw a special 2 with a big special 2 and finish him off just like that. Let's see if we can get that to happen. So again, any heavy attack I do, the last hit, the heavy attack, will give him a power, like, not drain, but kind of a power hold debuff, as you'll see here in a second. I missed that. I don't know how I got that heavy attack. That was really lucky there. But that combat power rate is because I got a heavy attack off. And now he has 2. It's about 70% less damage. I throw a special 2. Not as big as I hoped it was going to be. And I got to be a special here just because I figured I really don't want him to go to a special 3 here. I thought I was going to reparry that. I messed it up. Space special 2 here. Figured I would. Not sure at all why I parried that instead of hitting it, but turn off any power gain that he had. Reparry this. Throw a heavy. 1 Fury. Try to throw a special here. So throw a special 2. You'll see later, the moment I want to throw a special 2, he throws a special 1 in my face. But anyways, 2 special 2s in a row. This fight is down. Not an issue at all. It's the best way to fight against this guy with a power back buff or power back boost. And on to the second Iron Man Infinity War out of 3. So my power boost is still active from the previous fight, and I just got an energy to get here. This node has Encroaching Stun and Power Reserve, so any special from any champion, you get 50% power back. So the Power Reserve is going to help a lot with the power boost that I'm holding right now. Also, there's Encroaching Stun. Because I don't have a Power Start 1, it's going to be really hard to get to a special 2 before Encroaching Stun. Now, it's not as hard. As long as I had higher Sig, it'd be a lot easier to get to a special 2. But the way he's fighting and the way that I play, I just re-parry him. Well, I hold block and I parry him after. But he has, as you see there, the red debuff on him, the dark red one. It is a combat power rate debuff. Basically, it turns off 35% power from him. And Encroaching Stun was just about to go, so I threw a special 1 to make sure I didn't get stunned. Because I would have been stunned and I would have been dead there. But because of the Power Reserve, I got 50% power back, which is really useful. I was thinking about throwing special 1 there, but I'm like, I don't think I need to. He throws a special 3 into my face. I'm at 68% power. I am phased, but his plasma debuff is going to do so much damage to me. You'll see. Throw a special 2, hoping just to get him out of my face. And that plasma does so much damage. Throw a special 2 just to finish him off because I'm blockable because of the Wasp energy. And I'm down to 20%, and that was scary. Having that death would have made me pissed off for the rest of this war. But on to the third one in a row. It's Power from Afar and Spite. So basically, while I am far away from him, he will gain some power. And if I have any buffs on me, he gains power from Spite. So it's just, and with Flow, this guy's going to gain power like crazy. So as long as I can get some heavies off and just get that combat power rate down 35%, maybe even 2 off, get 70% down, I can basically almost turn off any power gain that he's going to have at all. Even from Spite, even from Flow. So just like that, you see him basically gaining like no power at all. And because this is tier 3 war, he'll be gaining about 45% power from each of those Flow power gains. But luckily, I have 2 power like debuffs on him. I'm going to keep throwing heavy attacks. I'm going to keep doing this till I get a special 2. Although there is Spite that is active from my Furies. I was hoping that was going to give me a special 2 right there. But you'll see. I'm just waiting for him to throw a special. And then you'll see here, I'm going to get a parry off heavy. I'm going to throw a special 2. I'm waiting to. He throws a special 1. I'm like, no. I had 2 Furies there. That's the best time to throw a special 1. I'm going to try it one more time. But throw it. Nope, he throws a special right before I do. And it's just so taunting. I wanted my special so bad there. I'm like, not happening again. I just do one hit there, throw my special 2, and he is down because of my Furies and just the buffs I had up there, and the easy fight. On to the next fight. It's a power from afar. I think kinetic reactor. You'll see in a second. Hyperion. Aspect evolution and kinetic transference. So basically, anytime he hits my block, he gains power. Aspect evolution means any bar power he gets a higher power rate and combat rate, basically. Now, because this is a flow war, this isn't that much of an issue, but if this was a stubborn war, Hyperion is a stubborn defender, aka hashtag defense. So it'd be more of an issue of using Ghost here, but I'd be able to use the, like you see, the phase parry method easily, because parry counts as the block. He's been very special happy, which I'm very proud of, very happy of. And again, any heavy I do will just turn off some of his power gain, which is again very useful. I don't even think he gets a special here. Actually, he does get a special 3 here. I totally forgot he does. Actually, he does not. He does. Okay. He doesn't. Okay. So he does do a special 3. Now, I did have a special 1 ready there, so I could have thrown it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play this easy and better and try my best not to die this war. So, although I could have thrown a special 1 into his face, I didn't know if I was going to finish him off. I'm just going to face his special 3, throw a special 2, finish him off, and boom. And on to this next fight. Now, I actually don't take this Punisher fight. There was a guy in lane 9 who destroyed lane 9 amazingly. And he really wanted the tech charge. I'm like, dude, you better get that fight down, or else I would be mad that I could have sold that fight easily. But he did it. He did amazing. And now on to the mini-boss island. Now, this next fight is against a Guillotine 99. And I dueled one just to make sure I can fight her properly. And I noticed the best way to do this fight is just parry heavy all day, every day. Like I said, parry heavy all day, every day. Not going to do an issue. You'll turn off her miss mechanic. You'll never get it to come on. You just turn off completely. And with a flow attacker, you have a chance to turn off her power gain from flow, which is amazing. Now, this fight has vigorous assault, which means when she is regenning, when she's low on health, she is unblockable. So that's the only time I cannot parry her, is when she's low on health. Now, I'm just going to re-parry her, and my goal here is to make sure she never gets a special 3. Only bait special 2s, not special 1s, because if I ever want to throw a special at all, I can't bait special 1s. I can just bait only special 2s, because special 1 is going to basically power drain me, and that's not my goal here. Now, I'm going to bait special 2 right here. It's my goal. She throws it. She reverses some of my regen, which is not a big deal at all. It's like no regen at all. And I'm just going to keep turning off her miss mechanic. Going to parry heavy her again one more time. Just hoping to parry her there. And she throws special 1. Takes away some of my power. I'm like, no. I had special 2 ready. This fight would be so much quicker. So again, my goal here is to not bait special 1s. Just re-parry her. Make sure that I can only bait special 2s like I am right here. Last war, I did take a fight, or maybe 2 wars ago, I took a Guillotine 99 on the same exact node. And I did not have a plan for it. But now I do. I have a few Furies stacked up. I'm just getting ready for the special 2. And this fight would be over the moment I get the special 2, if I can. I don't know why I threw a huge combo there, but I really thought I had a special 1 there, not a special 2. So I was really pissed that I had a special 1 there, not 2. But it's okay, because she threw a special 1, a special 2, and I didn't have to face a special 3. That fight would have been over again. I would have been screwed. It's okay, I'm going to bait special 2 here, because it does not power drain. She has the miss mechanic turned off right now. Finally has special 2, finally in this fight. And this fight is over. And man, that fight could have done a lot better, but it's over. And now, this last fight, which I was the most concerned about. This next fight is the mini-boss in Hazard Shift and Stun Immune. Now, when you see a, also debuff 100% longer too. When you see a Nihilus, you never think of using Ghost, ever against him, ever. But I decided, because of Hazard Shift, this was the best choice on this node, because, again, from lane 9 earlier in this war, I learned that Ghost is amazing for Hazard Shift. Anytime I get an Incinerate debuff, it's fine. I'm just going to convert it to a Fury right away. And I'm trying to bait special 1s here, because I know that I'm able to dodge them just fine. And if I get an Armor Break debuff, I gotta waste time and not die. That's all. And just not hit him during that time. Get a special 2 with 3 Furies up. And this fight is over just like that. And under 20 hits? That was an amazing fight. I was so happy to get that done. I was so worried about that fight. So worried that Nihilus was gonna kick my ass because of Ghost. But no, we got it down. Anyways, it is time for my shot. My shot at this boss. He has 402,000 health, as you saw there. 402,000 health. He has a rank 3, 6-star Doom. And I'm so glad this was not a stubborn war. So glad. This again is a flow war, but is a stun immune physical resistance, I believe. Doom. I'm throwing in the same boost I had earlier from the previous Doom earlier in the war. And as long as I never get hit, I'm okay in this war, in this boss fight. I'm going to be okay. I healed up to full, which I am so mad about. You'll see why I'm mad about healing up to full in a second. But, yeah. So as you see here, all of the mini bosses are down. 2 hours left in this war, and it is time to shine. Coop, it is time to shine and get this fight down. Stun immune, true strike, adaptive, and a bunch of health. And this is this guy's top champ. So I'm sure he wanted to see a bunch of deaths on this fight. A bunch of deaths. But he doesn't know that I have a pro ghost player here. And I did a triple phase there just so I can get as much power as I can, because I did not do a power start 1 boost. And I'm going to get a special 2 before I get to special 1. Hence why he's doing 2 hits to my phase, not 1. And I'm so close to special 2. There it is. Throw a special 2. It does an okay amount of damage. I don't get that much health back because he has so much health. But I swear, I get every single dodge and special 1s in this fight. It is the most perfect boss fight I've ever done before. His aura's up, but I'm going to be another special 1 just because I know that I won't get a special 2 before his aura is down. And any shock he gets, I convert right into a Fury. It's great. Throwing a special 2 right here. His aura is down just in time. And I missed that crit because, again, he has crit resistance, which kind of sucks, but I get enough power back for a special 1. It's fine. At least I'm close enough to special 2 again, and his aura's up, and I'm just got to get my phase back. I do not want to take any blocked hits because in case he smacks me, I'll basically be done in this fight. I don't know why I was holding block there, but I got lucky through it heavy and just dodged it. Again, this was a stubborn war. I don't know how to do that yet, and I probably would have died terribly. But he has a special 1. He throws it. I dodged through it. Perfect dodge in every special 1. I'm not going to take 1 into the face at all. Doing light attack, so I gave him no power at all. Throw a special 2. Aura is down perfectly in time. Getting almost enough power back. If I would have had a bigger boost on, I probably could have done this a lot better. Now, I don't know why I'm doing heavy attacks or medium attacks, but throw a special 2. First hit doesn't crit. I'm like, come on. Come on. I know you have crit resistance, but give me all my crits. Come on. But it's fine. He has special 1. I'm baiting it out. And it's get a perfect dodge. Again, another perfect dodge on a special 1. Perfect. Now, there are some times when I don't get perfect dodges, and it happens very often when I miss. But we got this. Another one perfectly. Even though every single special 1, I'm at a different distance, which is like a slightly different timing for specials. It's okay. Throw a special 2. He's at 13%. He's at 8%. 2%. He's almost done. Throw a special 1 here. This fight is down in just 2 minutes. Took down a 400,000 health Doom. And I'm so relieved that fight was over. That was 11 fights. Again, 11 solos in 1 war. And I'm so happy how we did. And as you'll see in a second, no deaths. I was the second MVP in the war, which is weird because who the heck is going to beat 11 fights? 11 fights. My buddy Stu, amazing fighter. He's amazing in Battle Group 1. He actually places with suicides. He places 2 or 3 ring 3 6-stars. As you see there, defender rating 93,000. So that basically gives him a big advantage in MVP, which he doesn't even go for it. He doesn't care. I act like I don't care, but we all know I do. But as you see there, I got 11 attacker kills. I even got 8 defender kills. And my defense is doing decent these days. And I'm just really happy with how this war went. And I had no words for it. After I was done with this war, I'm like, dude, best war I've ever had. Next war, I'm going to be more of a team player because no way in hell I was a good team player in this war. I just took as many fights as I could. I took 3 Iron Man Infinity Wars that Corvus players could have taken at least 1 of them. So next time, I'll definitely give it to them. It's got my path better, but I'm happy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming by this war. This is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.